This is an exciting month for you guys. We're getting ready to hit the Food Truck Festival, Jazz and Wine. It's all coming down the pipeline, and the amphitheater's been busy this summer.
Yeah, it's been a great year. So this is going to be our bigger month this season. We have 2 events coming up at the end of the month. Want me to get into it?
Let's go.
Okay.
So which first, Jazz and Wine or Food Truck?
Food Truck Festivals first. So that will be Saturday, August 22nd, free and open to the public. This year is going to be enhanced. It's going to be extra special because we've taken advantage of the centennial year of Route 66.
That's cool.
To bring it to life. So we'll be bringing the adventure of Route 66 to Alton. For the Food Truck Festival, you can journey through Route 66 among food trucks. We did not limit the menu to make it match. We still have 20 food trucks.
That's awesome.
All sorts of delicious food. So we also have a rock climbing wall. We are extending the splash pad hours, which is free and open to the public. For anybody listening who hasn't made their way over, that's right next door to the amphitheater. So bring your towels and your children, your families, your friends. And yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Well, and then you got live music on top of that too.
Yes.
And just a ton of really cool things. And it's great that you guys are adding on to this because the Food Truck Festival really has been one of the highest attended over the years.
It has been, and we get great feedback. And you're right, Schaefer and Symes are going to take the stage. If you have not heard them before, they're so great. They're fun, perfect vibe for this event. And yeah, we're really excited to bring it to life and hopefully grow our audience as well and make it special with the centennial of the Mother Road.
Now, take us through the Route 66 tie-in and how that came to be.
Yeah, well, so this has been kind of a unique year, kind of a special one to be trying new things. So we know for July 3rd, we had the 250, right? So that was kind of neat. That's an annual tradition that we do the fireworks on July 3rd from the amphitheater. And so we thought, let's start experimenting. We have some new people on the commission as well. So let's take advantage of some of these concepts to play around and see what people enjoy, and also front load some games and things like that so that we can have them for pop-up events. The centennial year just came up through researching. I was researching and thought, oh, how fun. I love a road trip. I love a good road trip soundtrack. I love to eat. I love to stop at funky, wonderful, wacky things. And so we thought, why don't we bring that to life and give people just an extra layer of an experience while they're down there.
I like it. And it really complements well because you have the event that's open to the public with Food Truck, and then you have a really intimate setting with Jazz and Wine that really has become a fan favorite over the years. Yes.
People who come seem to come every year. We're growing our audience as well this year. Tickets are already selling like crazy. It is really great. And we have the unique opportunity to deliver an experience like this on the riverfront, which you can't find everywhere. And so Jazz and Wine will take place Saturday, August 29th. Tickets can be purchased on our website via MetroTix. This year's cool. Of course, we have the 100th anniversary of Miles Davis's birth. And there's no other way to do Jazz and Wine than to make sure we're thinking about Miles. So this year, instead of sort of looking back, we are embodying Miles and looking forward, and the bands that were selected and who will perform are really an embodiment of his innovation, and it's a living legacy of Miles that we're really focusing on and centering for this.
This is fantastic. You can go to Alton riverfront altonamphitheater.com, click on the event link tab to get tickets. It'll take you right to MetroTix where you can find out information. Get your tickets now by clicking on that button, and it takes you right here. Makes it easy for everybody, that's for sure. And, what I think is so cool is seeing the volunteer groups that come out and help out and really support you guys, and in return are supported by the commission.
Absolutely. And all of us, rising tides, right? So we should always be taking care of each other. And that is one way that the amphitheater supports the community and if you're interested in being a volunteer group, reach out to us. But we utilize volunteer groups, and we pay them a donation in order to come out and support on site.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. And, to go back to really have back-to-back weeks of just going, one event into the other, you guys really have to, be on the same page. And it's great to see that, within the commission and your partners.
Yeah, thanks for saying that. Yeah, and we couldn't do it without our sponsors, obviously. Sponsors are critical to making this happen. And we have new faces on the commission. It's great to have a revitalized energy and then different perspectives that people are bringing to how to serve all of the audiences who we want to invite.
What's been the most exciting part of the summer for the team?
Well, exciting. I would say probably we know that the events are, and bringing the events to life are the most exciting, but it's been some very hard work too, that is necessary running a venue, especially as a volunteer body. And we know that everybody who has come before us has poured love into it, and we're continuing that. We've spent a lot of time this year kind of reassessing our processes, our tools, our templates, and building a foundation that can make us really strong as we go into 2027.
Well, and that's the thing, it's always good to, freshen things up,
Sure.
And that's kind of where I feel like we're at with the amphitheater, where, we already knew what our anchor events were for some time, and, to get some fresh ideas in there and really some excitement.
Yes,
it's really cool, seriously.
Yeah, and strategy and intention. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So, with that being said, going back to food truck, now take us through the event partners on this. Is there, with food trucks, or who can we expect to see there?
Ooh, I don't have my list in front of me. We will be posting it on our Facebook later today.
Oh,
so
cool.
yeah, we'll put the full list up there. What we are doing a little bit differently this year, we've been out in the community listening to feedback, and of course, as the city stage, it is our responsibility to make sure we're stewarding it for the city and also attracting visitors as well. What we're doing different this year is inviting local vendors who have expressed interest in being a part of this, but just maybe didn't plug in so neatly or nicely into the food truck part of it. So we're going to have a locals pit stop, if you will.
That's what I saw that I thought was so cool about this.
Yeah.
What a way to showcase Alton, and not just by having a food truck event, but having the local spot there with everyone else coming in. That's a no-brainer.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, in Alton, and I'm not from here. I'm a transplant. I'm here for Sprat. Like, it's my first hometown. I get to wear my rose-colored glasses. I absolutely love Alton. But Alton is a ready-made destination. You can't build Alton from scratch, and I think that there's a lot that people, when they come here, and I'm sure you hear it all the time too, this is so cute. This is amazing. I love the riverfront, so we're going to go ahead and put that on the map.
What are some of the features going to be at that pit stop, just because I'm nosy?
It's going to be, we'll have food trucks, and then we're going to have some really cute sort of interactive engagement. So inflatables and stuff for kids to be able to take pictures with. We're going to have some yard games as well. So for the full family. Yeah.
This is Saturday, August the 22nd. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday, 4 to 8 p.m. at the amphitheater. Admission's free. The food and beverages are not. You got to pay for those. We got to support the vendors.
That's right.
But you get live music with that. The rock climbing wall. Of course, the Mississippi River views, and how awesome are those? The one time we did remotes, I hope temperatures hanging in there a little bit later in August, so it's not going to be scorching earth, 118 degrees. Gonna be good.
I think so too.
I think for a good one. And now, why don't we do this? It's 9:34. We'll take a quick break. We're gonna come back, talk about jazz and wine, ways we can get tickets. We'll talk more about the musicians, but we'll see you there with the thousands of other people on Saturday, August the 22nd, 4 to 8 at the Alton Amphitheater for the Food Truck Festival, and just more great work from the Amphitheater Commission. More next.
Looking for the perfect camper for your next getaway? Visit Coleman's Country Campers at 2 Fun Lane in Hartford, Illinois, where families have been finding travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and RVs since 1991. Call 618-254-1180 and let their friendly team help you find the right camper for your next adventure. From weekend camping trips to cross-country memories, your journey begins at Coleman's Country Campers. Because at Coleman's, adventure starts on fun. Be pregnant, you don't have to face it alone. At Vitality Women's Clinic, you'll find the care you deserve. We offer confidential, no-cost pregnancy testing, ultrasounds, and STI testing. Our team is here to listen, support you, and help you understand your options without pressure or judgment. Walk in or make an appointment today. Call 618-466-1690 or visit vitalitywomensclinic.org. Vitality Women's Clinic, clear answers, real support.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
As the storm hits, your roof protects everything underneath it. Trust the storm damage and roof replacement experts, Archer Roofing and Restoration, providing free inspections, help with insurance claims, and offer financing options that make replacing your roof affordable. Proudly veteran-owned and community-focused. We're here when our neighbors need us most. Call 618-575-0016 or visit archerroof.com today.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, You don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
If you thought quality home building was a thing of the past, think again. Welcome to Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes, an award-winning builder known for craftsmanship, attention to detail, and homes designed around the way you live. From thoughtful design to expert construction, every home we build reflects decades of experience and a commitment to doing things the right way. Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes, award-winning homes built with pride. Visit pasley.com to learn more and start building your dream home today.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Firearms training shouldn't feel intimidating. At Precision Point Armory in Bethalto, we focus on safety, confidence, and real-world skills. Whether you're new or renewing your concealed carry, you'll get professional instruction without pressure. Learn safe handling, sound decision-making, and proper techniques tailored to your experience level. If you're looking for premium firearms training in the heart of Bethalto, Illinois, call 618-779-9947 or go to precisionpointarmory.net and train with confidence today. Meet the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace. Best-in-class efficiency, durability, and smart technology. At Backyard Boilers, we're your trusted central boiler dealer, bringing you EPA-certified outdoor furnaces that burn up to 60% less wood. With the Firestar controller, you can monitor your system right from your phone. Built with titanium-enhanced stainless steel, these furnaces are made to last. Call Backyard Boilers in Perry, Illinois today at 217-473-7568 and make this your warmest, most efficient winter yet.
Nobody cares what I know until they know that I care. And here at Stevens Planning, we establish a relationship built on trust as soon as you walk through our doors. We cover every aspect of a solid retirement plan. We will help you with investment choices as well as address and acknowledge your plans for financial development. It's our responsibility to help you safely and efficiently navigate your finances. You are the reason we're here, and whether you choose to join us at Stevens Planning, allowing us the opportunity to secure your future or not, we look forward to getting to know you.
Welcome back, Daily Show. 9:40, the time on this 11th day of August. Back with Abby. Alton Jazz and Wine Festival. This is a good one. You know, I've always loved the way that you guys set up the stage. And one year, actually, it was kind of cool because I used to do a music show on KTRS with Ray Hartman. And finally got him to come over and see that. He loved the idea of this whole thing, to turn an outside stage. And it made no sense to me whenever it was first explained. I'm like, so this shell is going to be a nightclub, and it literally turns into one.
Yes, it does. It does. You know, it's extremely well designed. Cool. Yeah. So just to add a little color to what you were just saying, so the way that Jazz and Wine is set up is the stage has tables on it. There's a riser on top of the stage, and the bands are on the riser. And so the way that we're selling our tickets is you can purchase a table, a 2-top or a 4-top. We're also selling front row seats this year because we have some bigger. Our headliner is a bigger band, and general admission is just $10. It gets you in, and you can bring your lawn chair and and enjoy. So the setting is really pretty with the votives and everything. Yeah.
You said $5 to get in with
$10 to get in, just general admission. Yep.
So $20 gets you a great date night location. Get a bottle of wine while you're there. It really is such a cool thing to see couples out there and really utilizing it. And what I think is so cool about this over the years, historically, because I know that one of you is going to call me later and be like, it was 85 degrees. It's always been beautiful on jazz and wine nights, historically. Like last year's was absolutely mint.
Yes.
It was beautiful. And so it's really cool. Take me through, how long does it take to bring in these acts? Because everything's different when it comes to events, but when it comes to bigger names like this in the jazz industry, I'm sure it takes a little bit of time to route everything and make sure it all looks good for your date.
Absolutely. And just kind of to touch on talent booking really quickly, and this is something that's on our radar as we're looking at 2027. We know that the further we book out, the more options we have.
Greta Van Fleet, just book it. We'll get someone to pay for it.
And there's so much strategizing you can do in that sense, and booking jazz this year, we really wanted to focus on the musicianship again with Miles at the center. So the concept around jazz and wine this year is because of the 100th anniversary of Miles Davis.
Make sure you check out that mural downtown.
Yeah, the mural and the statue.
It's like interactive or something like that.
So cool. Yeah, so cool. No, I'm glad you mentioned that. We did put that in the press release too. And that's the thing is, everybody, and Miles should be celebrated. What a trailblazer. Miles was never interested in staying where he was. He always wanted to move forward. And so what better place to come and experience jazz like this in the town where he was born.
Yeah.
And we can offer more than what's happening at the amphitheater. Come early, have dinner, see the mural, see the statue, make an entire evening out of it. We will have food trucks and food available. Of course, wine by the glass and by the bottle. We've expanded our wine offerings this year, so there's going to be more options, which is wonderful. We're also looking at potentially offering...
Is Brown Bag?
Brown Bag is doing this. Thanks for mentioning.
Cool.
We love Brown Bag. They make these beautiful charcuterie boxes. And so when you're purchasing your tickets, you do have the option to order a bottle of wine and a charcuterie box in advance. They're also available for they are totally worth it. And I could eat charcuterie for any meal.
Me too,
and especially theirs. So but they'll also be available for purchase on site.
You can see more information too by going to AltonAmphitheater.com, AltonRiverfrontAmphitheater.com if you want to type out the whole thing, and you can see more on the event. This is going to be really cool, and it's really a great, you're talking almost 5 hours of event if you get there, and set up. You can't really beat that. And then afterwards, go hit a, Solera wine bar or go to Bossa Nova or Max, whatever you want to do. But it's cool. It really sets up a perfect night.
Yeah. And the atmosphere is relaxed. It's really easy. You get to watch the sunset. And so a little bit about the bands this year.
Please, sorry.
No, that's
Thanks for doing my job.
Yeah. No, not at all. And they were selected specifically because we wanted to embody Miles and this sort of innovation. And while we, of course, appreciate the life that Miles demonstrated, we're also celebrating how he lives on in jazz. And so that was really what we kept in mind when we were selecting our artists. And so the doors open at 5. The evening is going to kick off at 6 with Kissimmee Taylor's 100 Miles Tribute, which is a show that was curated for this. Yeah, St. Louis musician, super soulful. I'm sure people have recognized the name Kissimmee Taylor. So we're going to kick off with him, The Perfect Start. And then at 7:15, we're going to go to Playa Doors, which is really cool. They're a St. Louis ensemble, which is like a 70s funk fusion.
Oh, cool,
and Miles was a huge ambassador for fusions and experimentation like that. So they're going to bring the energy. It's going to be a really cool second act. And we're excited about our headliner called Butcher Brown. So
fill me in.
Yeah, they're really well known.
That's what I thought. I've heard of them before. And I'm not a jazz person.
It is a recognizable name. So they've played on Tiny Desk a few times for NPR. They have played across the country at different jazz festivals. Super talented. And let me read you a couple ways that they do some fusion too. So they do what's called solar music. It's jazz inspired by everything under the sun, which I think is kind of cool.
That is really cool.
So people can expect jazz blended with hip hop, funk, soul, rock, and psychodic influences.
I like that.
Isn't that cool?
What a great setting for it too.
Totally. Yeah.
Is Argosy still doing park, providing that park? Can we still park over there?
We're working with Argosy now. They're fantastic partners. We like being their neighbors. Yeah. So we are working with them. So we'll be putting out a know before you go prior to this so that people know exactly what to do. Yeah.
Good to have the information on them. What should people know That's actually a great point. Whenever we go into the amphitheater, is there anything that you guys prohibit from bringing in just in case someone's coming to like an open to the public event or?
Absolutely. It's just like any venue. We want to respect that there's vendors there who are selling things, so please no coolers, no food or outside drinks. You can reach out to us if you have any special considerations that you need us to know about. But we just ask that for Jazz and Wine, we don't invite pets. And for that one, it's a little bit more upscale, if you will. And again, all of this will be in the know before you go. So we'll make sure everybody has that at their fingertips.
Well, and the reason I ask because you just never know what you guys can and that's not a mean thing. It's just, there's always something.
Isn't that part of our character here in Alton?
I mean, I've seen it all down there from emotional support snakes to...
Yes, definitely no snakes. Welcome.
They are nice animals, just not at the amphitheater. $10 gets you general. Reserve lawn's $20. Front row table for 2 is $80. Front row table of 4 is $160. Great date night options. Reserve for 2 is $60. Reserve for 4, $120. Parking, pay for it. It is so worth it to get VIP parking. Trust me. By the way, one of my first official duties outside of the Park and Rec department for anything Alton was VIP parking director.
Ooh,
I was moving on up in the world out there. Charcuterie boxes are $25, and so is a bottle of wine. Who provides that?
The charcuterie comes from Brownback
the wine.
Kerner. So Kerner is our wine distributor, and we are also having a wine expert join us on site this year.
I like that.
Yeah,
that'll be cool.
From Kerner, so it'll be great. Yeah.
And then, who's serving who's doing the volunteering this year?
I want to say it's the Eagles. Don't quote me if I'm misquoting on this. You know what? We'll go ahead and put that in the know before you go and give them a nice shout out as well on social media. We appreciate our volunteers. Yes, and our wine expert is going to show them how to open and pour, and it'll be a nice experience.
I like that. It's 6 to 10 p.m. Gets you there on August the 29th. That'll be 4 hours of fun. Gates open at 5, so get there early. Plot your spot. Bring a blanket, lawn chair, or just splurge for the tabletop and take care of itself. Also, make your notes for the Food Truck Festival, August the 22nd. That runs for 4 hours. Enjoy a food truck feast during the annual Alton Food Truck Festival. Rock climbing, you name it, they got it for you. Take me through the commission real quick before I let you go. How are the members there, and how's everyone getting along?
So we have a great commission. We have a team of people, and I'll start by saying the commission this year has all assumed roles, which is a little bit different because in between meetings, it keeps us really high functioning to all be assigned to an area. It keeps the work moving forward. All of the fish are swimming in the same direction. We have a revitalization in our energy and our ideas. We have a long list of, what we're hearing from the community. We know that our job is to be stewards of our community, not our own interests. And we are very much taking that seriously. And we spend a lot of time making sure that what we're doing makes sense financially and in every other way. So everybody's super responsible, great attitudes, great spirits, and also brings their relevant skill set. It's almost like a job. It's a second job, essentially.
Absolutely. Oh, it has to be. And, Abby, with that being said, next year's coming around the corner. And I want Greta Van Fleet, so I need someone to write a $5 million check right now. Who cares about the loss if we can just get the show, No, the big point is it's sponsor driven. I mean, the amphitheater truly is, and you guys need community support, a corporate support, truly to
we
really
truly do, and just I think it's helpful to communicate. We're just now kind of getting our heads above water to be able to communicate to the public, and we definitely want them to know, what our revenue streams are. Concession revenue. We get some hotel tax that is very up and down and super unpredictable. It makes forecasting hard, though we do appreciate it and steward that money intentionally, right? And then there's a few other small ways. Sponsors are critical for this, and we know, there's lots of great work happening in Alton that deserve to absorb the sponsor dollars. We're not being competitive, but we know that we are an engine. We can really become an engine here as the gateway in Alton to being a music city and everything else. Thank you. I call us the front porch sometimes.
It really is. I mean, whenever you guys are firing it on all cylinders and it's a great night or a great afternoon, you see it. I mean, it's not like, oh, wow, there's a couple of cars. I mean, downtown's packed.
Yes.
And it's really big for the entire area.
Yeah. And so we really want to thank the sponsors who have stuck with us, especially as we're ramping up. And if you're interested in sponsoring, we need you to continue this momentum and to build bigger. Eventually, of course, it's on our radar to become more self-sustaining and not have to absorb so much of the corporate, community dollars in the long run. But right now, we really need them. Yeah. So thank you, sponsors.
That's where you come in too, and you open up your heart and your wallet for old CJ. We've had $10,000 checks written on this show. I need one $100,000 check to kick off next year.
We could do a lot with that.
Let's go ahead and kick it off. I know that we
really
got some
kick us
money
up.
bags out there. Normally, it's across the river they're writing the check. St. Charles County loves donating to Alton funds. It's amazing. I don't know what it is.
That's
but
wonderful. I
don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Let's try it, though. Let's see what happens.
Can I shout out to the sponsors who are supporting us this year? So this year we have Republic Services, Coleman's Country Campers, the Grandpa Gang, Big Z Media, Liberty Bank, and OSF Healthcare. And most of these sponsors have stuck with the amphitheater for years and years and years. And I want to thank them.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break. We'll link everything in a write-up. And we'll come back with more show. Sydney Sinks at the 10 o'clock hour. Get your tickets to Jazz and Wine. You get them at Eventbrite. You can find out more. AltonAmphitheater.com.